Hi everybody, I just wanted to take a chance to tell you about my 13 days so far in treating with Reef Flux. I had a pretty massive outbreak of Bryopsis, and the Reef Flux pretty much destroyed it. You can see a few little pieces hanging on here and there. Should be cleaned up pretty soon. I've got 2 more days before I make a massive water change. I have a few pieces up under my twins here, lefty and righty. We need a new name for those, so you guys need to get on that. I've seen very little negative effect at all on any of my corals, any of my crustaceans. Everything seems to be doing fantastic. My Bryopsis just kind of showed up when all I had was an emerald crab, some rocks, and just a couple little frags here and there. So just one day, I went and got some more rocks, and I guess I carried in some, and it just exploded. And I fought it for months. I've used Fosguard, I've used GFO, daily water changes, tried the 3 days without light. Nothing ever seemed to get rid of it, and was just about ready to give up until I found the Reef Flux, and that seems to have changed this whole tank. As you can see, my frags are kind of in disarray thanks to my crabs and my snails. They don't seem to like them sitting flat on the sand. Everything's not quite where I had it. I've got to get a little space between these guys. They kind of got moved into each other. And you can see my little zoa garden here. It has, I think, a mushroom growing on top of a scallop. So there's another little scallop. And there's one of my favorite zoas in the world. Of course, it must be a little camera shy because it's all closed up at the time. Also, one of my favorites is this little pally here that just kind of exploded on top of this rock. Once it seemed like it was a little closer to the light, I guess it got what it wanted, and just, polyp after polyp. It's kind of spreading out. I just had my anemone, my rose tip, it split in two. I'm very happy about that, as is my clown, who evidently enjoys the camera a little bit now. And there's my coral beauty, who I got to hopefully pick a little bit of the algae off, and just doesn't seem to like algae at all. Seems no plant life will it eat. There's my little damsel. She has the heart of a lion. He has the heart of a lion. I don't know. But it's pretty tough for a little guy. And this is pretty much my tank in a nutshell. I'm hoping to get those guys on top of a rock, possibly up next to my pallies, and that'll look pretty good, I think. But I have 2 more days to go before I make a massive water change, and I'm thinking about just going ahead and retreating this water for at least another week to make sure that I have all the Bryopsis killed, because this was a super massive outbreak, and one that just about drove me from the hobby. But luckily, I finally have a hold on it. So for any of you who are thinking about using Reef Flux anyway, it takes a minute. It took about 8 days before I really noticed a difference, where everything started to just kind of disappear, started to, all the green started kind of widening out, and you could tell that it was weakening. And now within, day 12, day 13, I'm at day 12 actually, I believe. Yeah, this is pretty much everything you see now. It's good and clear. And so I'll be keeping you updated through the next 2 days, and hope to talk to you soon. Like and subscribe.